จะรีบสู้บองโอนขมายตูเตียงพิภพโลกนั่งจำรีบสู้ท่าดักนำตั้งปีนั่งไงวิดีโอนี่ยำซ้ำพญาจูนตดอบองโอนไปเจียปรดขมายยังตั้งอ้อตูเตียงพิภพโลกนี่เจียตำนังละอมวยสำหรับประเทศกัมพูชียังอ่ะเข้มเมียนสังคมมา100%อันนี้แต่เคยไปเจงจังเมานะเอาตามระยุกใดขมิ้นไอตุบจอบไปนั่งไงออกเมียนประเทศน่าเห็นลูกใดเต้ติดโปรไอเบียจำเป็นนั่งงามริกมวยนั่งไอบ่ทำริกลูกใดเอ้ยเรื่องไอ้ก็จอบได้โอเคนั่งไงให้บองโอนาได้แช่เพียสายนั่งบ่แปรกี่บ่เกณฑ์ใหญ่ไอ้กรุ๊ปใบยางนั่งตั้งอ้อยโอเคกี่บังหายปีพอตากี่บังหายปีเวทโรงตกเวทนีระบ่ไปเชียเรียដែលมันអាចត្រប់ចូលទៅភូមិស្រុកបានត្រូវការសាលារៀនត្រូវការអាណាព្យាបាលសុខភាពអីចឹងគ្រប់បែបយ៉ាងទាំងអស់គេនិយាយនៅក្នុងហ្នឹងហើយនេះជាអាមេរិកកាំងអូខេឈ្មោះរបស់គេឈ្មោះ Tom Andrew អូខេគឺយើងមានសង្ឃឹម 100% បងប្អូនអូខេខ្ញុំអត់សង្ឃឹមដោយអបប្រឆាំងទេណាខ្ញុំសង្ឃឹមមែនតើនេះខ្ញុំសង្ឃឹមខ្លាំងណាស់ទៀតអូខេហ្នឹងហើយទេសនាដូចតទៅណាបងប្អូនអូខេមានសង្ឃឹម100% and thank you Mr. Tom Andrew okay thank you for trying to help Cambodia out and very honestly yeah thank you very much sir
Respect for international law is an important pillar of any effective response to human rights challenges. It is also a pillar on which, as Cambodian government officials told me, a just resolution to the border conflict with Thailand can be built. I traveled to the border to see the impact of this conflict for myself and meet with those whose lives have been upended by the conflict. After meeting with the provincial governor and receiving a comprehensive briefing, I visited a relocation site constructed by Cambodian authorities and watched as children lined up for their morning breakfast at the World Food Program meal program. Most powerfully, I visited with families who described, often with tears, all that they had lost, including mothers who talked about the horror of their village being bombed or the heartbreak of their home being destroyed by a bulldozer. Approximately 650,000 Cambodian civilians were displaced in border regions at the end of last year, of whom more than 20,000 remain displaced. I spoke to civilians who told me that they were unable to return to their homes because their villages and towns are now occupied by Thai soldiers. I traveled to the edge of a border town and viewed the barriers and the barbed wire that prevent residents, including some of those with whom I spoke, from returning to their homes. I saw houses riddled with bullet holes, destroyed workshops and warehouses, and even an unexploded bomb among the ruins. It is a matter of international law that those displaced by armed conflict have the right to return to their homes. The 27 December ceasefire agreement between Thailand and Cambodia stipulates that civilians be allowed to return to their homes and livelihoods safely and without obstruction. It is imperative that Thailand and Cambodia work together to expedite the return of displaced civilians. They need and they deserve to go home. The human rights concerns associated with the conflict are hardly limited to displacement. Residents of the relocation site told me that they had lost their jobs, they had lost their possessions, and that they are deeply worried about how they will feed their families. Over 900,000 Cambodian migrant workers have returned from Thailand. Their vocational skills do not match economic needs here in Cambodia, and many of them remain unemployed. The closing of border crossings has deeply impacted Cambodia's economy and border communities relying on trade of agricultural and other goods. Education, healthcare, and other services have been severely disrupted along the border. I am available and I am eager to work with both the Cambodian and Thai governments to address human rights challenges associated with this conflict. I cannot stress enough the importance of resolving the conflict swiftly and peacefully so that people can return to their homes, enjoy a stable and secure environment, and seize the economic opportunities that border trade can provide. Senate President Hun Sen and many other officials emphasized to me the importance of relying on international law to resolve this crisis. I agree. And I also firmly believe and respectfully submit that a similar emphasis should be placed on the application of international law to address human rights concerns at home.